So we're at the dog beach because I need to do some photosynthesis. What's up? I'm Angeline2Tran and you're watching my YouTube channel. I'm about to do something no other YouTuber has done before, and that's tell you the pros and cons of fasting. Alright, so this is gonna be the last thing I'm consuming for the next 48 hours. It's a little piece of chocolate. But I just had dinner, and today I ate like how I usually would eat on a regular day. So I had like roughly the same amount of calories. Like I didn't do anything crazy. I'm not gonna stuff myself right before I start. And I know I'm gonna get some backlash on that later on when I'm like complaining in the challenge about how I'm hungry. Because obviously I'm not eating. But if I stuff myself right now and then I go for a long period without eating, kind of like restricting my food intake, then I
think that's called an eating disorder. So I already have one of those. Not looking for another one. Don't have room in my house for it, so I would like to stay away from that.
Anyways, this is gonna be a very informative video, I hope. I will do the best I can to do all the research for you and figure out if there are truly extreme health benefits to fasting. Honestly, I think fasting is propaganda, and obviously it can be seen as discipline or a control tactic. So throughout this video, I'm just going to discuss different reasons for people fasting, such as like religious reasons or weight. Okay. Oh, and I also want to make it a point in this video that in this video, I'm really going to try to stay away from the physical aspects and the weight related aspects of fasting, because that's just way too touchy, and I'm just not a fan of using those as reasons for fasting. So bone apple teeth, enjoy me while I have energy, because guaranteed the rest of the video I'm gonna be dead. Basically.
And that's the motherfucking tea, sis.
Alright, pencils down. That was it. That was my last calorie. So we're gonna go ahead and start the 48 hours in 10, 9. Just kidding. I need every second I can get. So here we go. I'm freaking starving. Let's check how long it's been. Oh, 4 minutes. Just kidding. I'm doing great so far though, if you were wondering. Here's the motherfucking tea sis. We are moments away from being 21 hours into this challenge, and so what I've been doing for the past 21 hours is just really low energy consuming things. I've been laying in bed watching YouTube videos, TikToks. Oh, and I'm just doing some schoolwork, and I didn't even realize I had 2 exams. So that's annoying. Yeah, and that's what I plan on doing for the next 27 hours. But yeah, also editing this video is gonna suck booty, because even though I'm not hungry, I feel very slow right now because everything's just slowing down. My speech is like slower than usual, and it's gonna be so annoying. And in between these clips, it's me sitting here for like 5 minutes trying to think or remember what I was trying to say next. It's not fun. As promised, right now we are gonna go through the pros and cons of fasting as told by Google herself. Meaning that I'm just gonna look on the first page of Google and see what it says. What is 9 plus 10? 21. Pros and cons of fasting. Okay, the first article that comes up is actually really funny. Well, the title, it says, "Not so fast. Pros and cons of the newest diet trend." And it's from Harvard. Dang, I didn't know they had some comedians at Harvard. And then the second article that comes up is intermittent fasting for weight loss, ? Science-based pros and cons. So here's the dealio. like I said before, I really want to stay away from the weight loss aspects of it and like the physical aspects, because people who make these type of videos are never like, oh yeah, I'm doing this so I can lose some weight really quickly. Instead, they'd rather go on about, oh, there are health benefits to it, blah blah blah, and then they won't even tell you the health benefits. And I feel like that's just very deceiving and misleading. So I wanted to make this video and actually tell you the benefits, if there are any, and just really dissect why people do this for reasons other than fat loss. Okay, so first we're gonna take it from a religious aspect. Okay, so there's this one website that I saw that basically said, I can't even remember because I'm hungry. Okay, it says that, I already forgot because I'm so hungry. I mean, I'm not hungry, I'm just like distracted because my body is like,
yo, I need food, so whatever you're trying to do, I'm just gonna focus on trying to freaking keep your heart beating if you want, or whatever. So yeah, you don't have time to be like thinking thoughts or nothing, or kissing thoughts. You just need to breathe.
Okay, so fasting can be used in a religious aspect as spiritual discipline. So fasting is not limited to food. It's like you could also fast by not using technology or alcohol, drugs. But basically it says that rather than letting those things, you know, eating consume your time, when you could be talking to God, you know, and like building that relationship, like, oh my God. I mean, oh my goodness. I really don't want to get into a religious argument over this, but that's what it says. It said that, not me. So, God or food. Okay, it doesn't say exactly that, but that's why people fast, so they could people do have their own beliefs, and it's not our place to judge people for it, and I respect that. Fasting is a form of discipline, but like, can't God and I talk over lunch or something? This video is basically just watching my brain deteriorate live on camera. So I looked up, why do people fast? And all of the links lead to a religion affiliated website. So yeah, why do people fast for other reasons than religion and losing weight? I'm also aware that intermittent fasting is a real thing and a real like diet you can do, but still there are people claiming like the health benefits. And where, sis? Where? Because
Do I look benefited to you right now?
Alright, so the next question was about pros and cons of fasting.
Pros and cons of fasting. It's hard to say what the pros are besides controlling calories right now. There's not a ton of research that's been done on humans, but we don't really have anything solidified to say like is actually going to make a difference. But we have evidence that shows, as far as building muscle, that like multiple, like 3 to 5 protein feedings a day is what will be optimal for building muscle. I think intermittent fasting is a great way to control your calories if you've never had any eating disorders in your life before, and if you're okay with being hungrier in the morning. Sometimes you just get used to it. But it's not magic, it just helps control calories. Cons, bad breath, and you'll be hangry.
okay, so what you saw there was 2 very reputable coaches answering my question about the pros and cons of fasting. And as you can see, well, they are fitness coaches, but they talked about like the fitness aspect of it rather than, you know, fasting as a whole. So fasting, if it's done with like bad intentions, then this could develop an eating disorder. And yeah, if you have an eating disorder or if you've come close or whatever, watching videos like this and having like really big YouTubers or influencers tell you like, oh, fasting is so good, blah blah blah, it can be very triggering. So I just really wanted to point that out. I think there just needs to be more like awareness about fasting. So if you are watching this video and you were thinking about fasting with that perspective, then I just want to open you up to new perspectives. I'm just trying to help people realize whether they actually want to be fasting or not, and if their intentions are really what they say they are. We're all about health and sustainability in this household, okay? 24 hours, baby. A whole day without food. It's been a whole day without food, and I'm only halfway there. I'm in my high school sweater because after a whole day without food, I'm so skinny I can fit into it again. Just kidding. Just wanted to update you guys on how I'm feeling. Okay, so on the hunger side, I'm not really feeling hungry, and I haven't really felt hungry. Like, I feel fine, honestly, and you can probably say like, oh, it's because you haven't done anything all day, like you're just sitting around. That's what I do every day, honestly. Like, it wasn't just for this video. This is really what I do every day. I just sit around. I have a lot of online classes, so I just do my homework and then I watch videos and I don't leave my house. It made me realize that I snack a lot when I'm bored. I mean, I already knew that, but I didn't know that eating actually takes up a lot of time in my day, because today, since I didn't have to eat, or like I wasn't planning to eat, I felt like I had a lot more free time. Another thing is, I'm at that point in my fast where I feel transcendent. So I don't know if you like have ever had this feeling where you just haven't ate enough or you haven't had enough sleep or something, but you just start. But this goes back to my point about feeling really slow. So a supposed benefit of fasting is that you have intense focus. And that is true to an extent, because the reason for the focus is your body is just trying to stay alive. So you're not gonna have the energy for all these thoughts to be like coming in and out and stuff, and you can't be doing like a million things at once. So like in that sense, yes, you're focused because you can literally only do one thing at a time because you only have so much energy to spare. I'm at the point where I literally, if I'm like quiet and still, like
I can hear silence.
You know? I'm just at that point. But I'm halfway there and I'm feeling pretty good. So we are now 28 hours into this 48-hour fast. I'm probably just gonna get into bed now. And yes, I've only been awake for 8 hours, but I really just want to be not awake for as much of this fast as possible, because like even though I feel like my mind is clear, it's more of like an empty kind of clear, and I feel peaceful but like also a vegetable. So I'm just like a calm vegetable, and like there's just no reason to be awake. None. Completely zero. And crazy because I feel like at the 28th hour I actually had an appetite for the first time within the last 28 hours, and as you can tell, I eat a lot. So that was really weird to me that I had no problem doing that. But also that brings me to the topic of placebo. And if you don't know what placebo is, it's basically like thinking something will work when it doesn't actually work. So there are studies done on the placebo effect, and to an extent the placebo effect does actually work. So to an extent, everything psychological is simultaneously biological, which means like if you think something hard enough, like you could actually show chemical responses in your body. Like it will actually kind of happen. It's like kind of like the law of attraction idea, but obviously it has its limits. And yeah, but your mind is a very powerful tool, so maybe that was what contributed to me not being hungry until now. With that said, I cannot control my sleep at all, so I use this little guy. This is melatonin, and I take it whenever I can't sleep. I know that I have trouble sleeping when I'm hungry, and like even though I don't really feel hungry, I'm probably hungry, so I'm just gonna take one of these to help me sleep. Just imagine it tastes like chicken. Why do I dry swallow pills? What am I trying to prove? So I'm having 0-calorie black tea. It's my second one out of the whole 48 hours. And actually just had a dream that I was like eating something, and I could taste it. It was so vivid. And I've never had dreams about eating, even though like eating is like a huge part of my life and stuff. And then like I literally had to wake myself up because I thought I was like chewing my tongue off because it tasted so real and so good. And yeah, but I'm doing fine. What, me? Yeah, I'm fine. I don't know how I'm alive. He doesn't either, apparently. Okay, so we are very close to the finish line. We're almost 3 hours out. I really wanted to talk about some benefits of fasting.
Wait, is your butt wet?
As seen on Google. A little bit. Okay, so here are some benefits of fasting as seen by this Google image with a little doctor on it, so we know it's telling the truth. All right. 1, it helps overcome bad habits such as caffeine, tobacco, and other stimulating chemicals and addictions. True, I haven't done heroin this whole entire 48 hours, so that's working. It promotes detoxification, breaks down fat reserves. My bad. Same. Resolution of inflammatory process. Apparently it doesn't help you read better, but yeah. Maintenance break for digestive system. Taste buds rejuvenated. I hope so. Well, I feel like at this point anything will taste good to me. I can eat. Respond to neck and back pain. Yeah, I'm like so hungry that my back pain and my neck pain is just non-existent because I can't even focus on that. Improves quality and intensifies depth of sleep. I don't know. I mean, I didn't have trouble sleeping at all, and I actually woke up feeling pretty good, but like it's hard to fall asleep for me and then like kind of stay asleep. This just says diabetes. What does that even mean? Just diabetes. I'm not gonna lie, I did feel pretty good, and it is a lot easier than I thought it would be, and it was really nice to like not think about food at all. Like that just kind of helped me gauge how far I have recovered from my eating disorder. Yeah, I feel like it was very interesting. I felt more in touch with myself, like honestly, and more in touch with my spiritual side, you know? We are in the final moments, folks. I came into this video kind of on the pessimistic side, and I was bashing it a little, the idea of fasting, just a little bit, you may have noticed. But character development, guys, I feel like I've grown a lot within the last 48 hours. Not physically, but yeah, it really changed my views on fasting. Because to me, when people think of fasting, I think they automatically think that it's about losing weight. And like, I'm not trying to lose weight. I never lose. So to experience the other benefits firsthand was pretty enlightening. And my last video, I went without my phone for a day, and I felt very euphoric. And I would say I felt roughly the same doing this, but I just suffered a little bit more on this one, but it's whatever, you know. But yes, it was a learning experience. I hope you guys learned something along the way too. And it was pretty cool to test my discipline. But yeah, the next time you see me, I should probably be not as slow, hopefully. Okay, apparently 2 days was too long to go without food because I don't even know how to make it anymore. This exploded in the microwave. Amazing. I'm so talented. 2, 1. I did that. Hello? Oh, Chief? Oh, that wasn't it? Alright, I'll remember that for next time. Bone apple tea.